Let Her Fly. Welcome to the virtual Honky Tonk, where guitars are allowed. Well, at least not out loud. We made a date to be alone, and I can't reach you on the phone. I'm riding shotgun for your love. Better make up your mind, 'cause I'm just about had enough. I'm riding shotgun for your love. Better make up your mind, 'cause I'm just about had enough. Oh, tell her. You gotta hustle on the side. Place your bets, let 'em ride. Ride your shotgun for your love. Better make up your chips, 'cause it really has called your bluff. Ride shotgun for your love. Better cash in your chips, 'cause the deed has called your bluff. Well, let's try for a second time. How you doing? I did a whole show. Darn right I did. But something went wrong, and then I didn't do a show, so it's all gone away. So we'll do it all even better this time, because holy cow. I hope you're all right. Yeah. Let's just carry on. Look at coat.
I live next door. I sleep all day and every night I roar. I call the taxi when my check comes in and hit the beer store, then I'm back again. I don't work and I don't pay dues. I get a paycheck signed by all of yous. I deserve it 'cause I got rights. I bleed the system. I'm on a white trash holiday. You always see us at the laundromat, eating chips and screaming at two brats. Get over here. You complain about the words I use, but you can't stop me doing what I choose. I get more money than I did before. With every kid we have, they send us more. Who can blame us? We've got it right. The climate's perfect for a white trash holiday. White trash holiday. Hey, don't this beat lift them? White trash all the way. You see me coming with my pit bull, Clyde. Tattoos scare you, so you step aside. I take my car apart in my front yard and thumb my nose at people working hard. Call me lazy, that's up to you. I just get paid for something I don't do. You make it easy for me to coast through life. You're sponsoring my white trash holiday. White trash. Just by paying the Besides, if it was good enough for my dad and his dad before him, and his dad, well, I figure it's good enough for my dad. Get over here. I'm not going to tell you again. Get over here.
Thank you to the Trashettes for joining in there. That was from 1997. Okay, now we're in an age of responsibility or lack thereof. I guess this has been around for a while. This isn't a new song. Custody.
So what if I was violent? Hey, I'm the victim here. You have made me what I am. The judges make that clear. How can you say I'm guilty? Guilty of a crime. When it's
Everybody else's fault but mine. Everybody else's fault but mine.
Product of the 60s. They teased me in high school 'cause I was always different. And different isn't cool. The only thing I'm good at is making an excuse. I'm soft and slow and sloppy from too much self-abuse. But preferential treatment, that's what the world owes me. No matter what you say I did, you gotta set me free. Just put me on the TV and listen to me whine. That it's everybody else's fault but mine. That's what I'll tell you. Let's see.
It's everybody else's fault but mine. Yeah, so if you haven't been around, you don't know what's been going on. I haven't been able to play guitar since December. It's been building. I having problems with it. Dupuytren's contract. I always have problems with that. Dupuytren's contracture, whatever. My dad had it, so that's what this problem is. Problem is that there's that other thing on TV that's sort of have to remember when I'm telling people what the issue is. It's not Peyronie's disease; it's that other one. So, anyway, if you know what I mean. However, all right. So I hope you're doing okay. Like I said, it's kind of crazy out there. Hope it sounds okay. Haven't played this since, like I said, December. I hope it sounds all right. So far, so good. Then I've had to do a whole show before this, so far, so good. Well, keep my fingers uncrossed, because that's the problem. Here's something that I just found today after, forgetting all about it for 30 years. This was from 1996. I'm just going to listen to this. There was a competition in Hamilton when I was back working there in a radio station there. And they put out a competition for, I don't know, something to celebrate the beginning of Hamilton or something. I forget the exact whatever it was. And so I thought, well, gee, I'll just write a jingle for the beginning of Hamilton. And so I called it Where Hamilton Began. So let's listen to that from 1996.
Over 200 years ago, a cabin stood alone when Robert Land made this land his home. Then one by one they came, they settled and they stayed, and a city grew called Hamilton from cabin, field, and plow. Well, you should see us now, Barton Street, where Hamilton began. Barton Street, where Hamilton began.
Oh, well, what's interesting about that, to me now, after all these years, is at the end, it was supposed to evoke this sense of progress, and I ended on the cheesiest guitar tones that I probably have in my arsenal. It's probably the same pedal board rate sitting behind me. Yeah, I am using a brand new, well, to me, pedal board. This was donated by a friend a few years ago. It's the Zoom G1X4. So that's what I'm using today. How is my tuning? Are we still okay? Putting a lot of trust in this poor old guitar. Yeah. They're coming into line now. Okay, I think we're all right. Carrying on. What is next? Here's Rondan's production. This was the ghost vocal. I'll just sing back on to this. From 1988. Let's see how I do with this. Come on. You can do it.
Problems
Peppy Francis on guitar, Barry Keane on drums, Kim Brandt on bass, and Ron Dan on steel and production, and I think it's Ron Burrows or Ray Parker, sorry. Can't remember who's the keyboard player, but that's who that was. That was that. Now, speaking of Ron Dan, there was a summer, 87, I think, 88, I don't know. It was a while ago. And I was house sitting at Ron's place. And he had this big studio that I was tinkering with. And this is one of the things that I came up with. Let's see. Check this out.
Nobody's home, nobody's home. Leave your name and I'll telephone you. No, I'm not home, no, I'm not home. Leave your name and number. When I come home, you're the one I'll phone. Leave your name and number now.
So I took that home with me after my stint there, and that was my message on my answering machine for, God, years. And people, I'd change it up from time to time. I always had something I thought was entertaining for people, you know. Try to make it worthwhile. Now, I don't know. I guess I got time for, what do we got? Yeah, let's finish off with this one. I had an enjoyable morning the other day, yesterday I guess it was, with, I got to show off my dad's war photos, and it's probably the first time that I've got to sit across the table from somebody who really knows what they're talking about in terms of history, Canadian history, war history, battles, artillery machines, just, you know. And I got my dad's pictures here. You want to see? And but to get a fresh set of eyes and a new perspective on it, it was quite eye opening. And so I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do with these pictures. I mean, I would like to do a coffee table book, you know, with some really nice blow-ups, but also there's this thing haunting me in the back saying, well, you know, there's more to the story, because I don't know what the story is. So anyway, that's the struggle. The impetus. So I'm going to finish off with this song, and this is just my way of saying thanks to the people who have worn the uniform. Shall we? We shall.
You'll never see him struggle. You wouldn't know his pain. No one can see his sleepless nights. Nothing helps make it right. Behind that age windbreaker and manicured mustache, there stands a lion-hearted man, as brave as any Hollywood could hatch. As you snuggle in your bed and smile yourself to sleep, you wonder what to give and what to keep. Give thanks
thanks to those who came before us. Give thanks to those who come behind. Thank the Lord if you're so inclined. Thank the hero next door. You may see her struggle. You can feel her pain. She's got medals in a drawer. She came home, but nothing's quite the same. As you snuggle in your bed and smile yourself to sleep, you wonder what to give and what to keep. Give thanks to those who came before us. Give thanks to those who come behind. Thank the Lord if you're so inclined. Thank the hero. There's a hero. Thank the hero next door. The hero next door. The hero next door. The hero next door. Oh, and all of a sudden the tables are going crazy. People are pounding on the tables, paying. Well, I missed a song. I can't skip a song. So thanks for the encore. I'm going to do an encore, and then, but we must leave. Sorry, we have. I think it's Schenectady. No. Send this one out to Shauna, wherever you are, Shauna. You're probably making soap or something. Whoa.
There's just one thing to do. I dip the filter out and grind the beans about until that smell is floating rich in the air. I pour the water in and soon the sputter in. It won't be long until I'm human again. You would not believe what God does to me. It's a miracle cure. I'm a slave to my coffee. I'm a slave to my coffee. It goes right to my head. I'm from the dead. I'm a slave to my coffee. Slave to my coffee. When I get to my job, that coffee's wearing off. I need another one, a coffee to go. Before I start computing, why my computer's boot. I hit the lunch for a cappuccino. Don't want no Irish cream, that's not enough caffeine. I need a special blend Columbia dark. I take it black and hot, it really hits the spot. It gets the palpitations deep in my heart. I think it's just my need, caffeine dependency, but it's just too soon to tell. I'm a slave to my coffee. I'm a slave to my coffee. I'm almost feeling fine. Tell me out one more time. I'm a slave to my coffee. 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 Slave to my coffee. I'm a slave to my coffee. It goes right to my head. I'm out from the dead. I'm a slave to my coffee. I'm a slave to my coffee. I'm a
Okay, there is nobody home. Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again real soon. Bye for now.